The evidence detailed in the report, the HR report, is unacceptable by anyone in the organization.
Tonight, Mayor Woodward condemning the behavior of former city administrator Johnnie Perkins, who resigned 24 hours ago amid a sexual harassment investigation. This investigation comes just weeks before the primary election, which is on August 1st, where several candidates, including Woodward, will make their case to be Spokane's next mayor.
Our Jordan Smith joins us with new details on this investigation and the impact it's having ahead of this mayoral election. Jordan.
Well, Aaron, Kirsten, the details still limited in the early stages of this investigation, but we do know that employees raised concerns that Perkins was sharing intimate details about his relationship while at the office and on the phone after hours, prompting an investigation where HR interviewed multiple employees except for Perkins. They tried multiple times. This investigation becoming ammunition for challenger Lisa Brown ahead of the primaries.
The race for mayor has heated up in the last 24 hours with the resignation of former city administrator Johnnie Perkins.
The investigation closed yesterday when the former city administrator submitted his resignation.
The shakeup in City Hall is one of several that this administration has gone through. On Twitter, challenger Lisa Brown took aim at Woodward, citing her administration's inability to hire and retain key leaders in City Hall, an assertion that Woodward dismissed.
All right, I think it's normal to have transition during administrations. Every situation of somebody coming or going is unique and different.
It's the latest feud between the two candidates, one day after Woodward released her first TV ad of the primary, criticizing Brown, citing her aggressive tax hikes.
State Senator Lisa Brown increased taxes by $2 billion while raising her own pay.
Brown does have a history when it comes to taxes, pushing for a tax proposal in 2009 that would have raised taxes for earnings greater than $250,000. We asked Brown today if she had plans to raise taxes if she's elected.
Well, let's be clear about taxes. There's one tax on the ballot in November, and it's the jail initiative, and I oppose it.
While Brown and Woodward continue to fight for votes, other candidates are also vying for your vote, like Tim Archer, a conservative candidate endorsed by former Sheriff Ozzie Knezevich and the Spokane Republican Party. We asked what voters should expect.
A very strong stance against the lawlessness that plagues our streets and makes it unwelcoming for visitors and law-abiding citizens.
Archer spent 20 years as a firefighter in Spokane before leading the Firefighters Union. I asked him what his plans were for addressing homelessness and the police officer shortage that's handcuffed law enforcement.
But before we say we don't have enough police or any other resources, we need to empower the ones we have and establish order on our streets. Because right now we have a false perception of a scale of the problem because we do not have law and order on our streets.
And as for homelessness, Archer wants to make a push for high barrier shelters like the Union Gospel Mission, saying that low barrier shelters are, quote, a cruel enabling of the homeless. In studio tonight, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.